So I know I've made a few videos being critical about Insurgency Sandstorm, so allow me to make up for that with this video. This video is going to be specifically talking about the strengths of the game and why I actually do like it. One of the coolest mechanics this game has is the two-step reload system and the speed reload system. The two-step reload allows players to interrupt their reload for any reason, come back to their gun, and finish reloading. It can make for some quicker reloads and makes reloading safer than it has been in Insurgency 2014. The speed reload allows you to dump out your current mag for a fresh one faster than a typical reload. Again, it makes reloading safer with the risk of losing however many bullets you had in your current mag. If you're good with guesstimating and you are used to your weapons, you can time your speed reload so that you're only dropping a few bullets rather than half a mag. Another thing I like about Sandstorm is the sound design. The game is trying its hardest to give you a lot of audio cues, and now it affects everything. If you shoot in the open, you're going to fire echoes. If you shoot in a building, it's more muffled. There's a lot of good directional cues, more than in the previous title, and it feels great to actually be looking in the right direction and track your opponent's movements more accurately than before. Weapon variety is another good thing about this game. This game uses a lot more weapons than Source. And just like in Source, it uses faction-based weapons, so you can't rely on just one weapon for both sides, typically. Even though that is the case, the counterpart for each side tends to work really similar in recoil, so you're not really giving up a whole lot from one side to the other, you just gotta figure out what is the equivalent from one side to the next. A great addition to the game is allowing both sides access to the MP5. The MP5 was a monster in Source, and it's a great decision to grant both sides access to it. It kind of does make the AKS-74U a little obsolete, but I'm perfectly fine with it. As far as I'm concerned, the MP5 is definitely the way to go in regards to your SMGs or PDWs. Of course, I also have to mention doors. It's been something the community has been wanting for a long time now in Source, and it's great to see it in game. I also want to mention the commander and observer roles that are used for game modes like push and skirmish. Being able to drop down artillery and smoke is a pretty neat concept. I'm glad that it's in this game and it's designed for the larger game modes, and it's a real neat addition to Insurgency. Most recently, they added Team Deathmatch. I know it's not something that really fits with this game, and I know a lot of people complain about it, but for that quick few minutes you want to play and not worry too much about the game, or if you just want to test drive a few different weapons and loadouts, TDM is actually very necessary. Sure, the spawns are a mess most times, but it's not very different than a Battlefield TDM. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done and allows for more experimenting on different loadouts. And those are what I feel to be the biggest strengths of the game currently. I still stand by my previous criticisms until they're worked on in some manner. If they ever do change any of the mechanics in game that are in relation to my critiques, I will definitely make an update video. I want this game to succeed and get a larger player base. Nothing negative that I mentioned about this game is to be taken personally. It's all a matter of taste and what you want from your shooters. For me, it's not quite there with gunplay primarily. What do you like about Sandstorm? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, I am Mr. Rain, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. But until then, see you next time.